Hello, welcome to a new vlog. This will be my Owls Week 1 reading vlog. So I just wanted to show you because I did put all my owl stuff in my bullet journal. So I just have the prompts, my TBR, and then on the next page I have the two careers that I'm going for. I'm primarily focusing on being a culinary sorcerer, which I know is different than what I said in my TBR video. There's less to read for that, and I don't doubt that I can read what I need to for both librarian and culinary sorcerer. So the few categories that I really need to focus on are ancient runes, arithmancy, charms, the defense against the dark arts, herbology, history of magic, potions, and transfiguration. And the only one of those that overlaps in both my careers is arithmancy. So I'm trying to figure out my TBR right now. I know I made a TBR video and everything, but some things have changed, so obviously I will update you along the way. So the book that I'm going to be reading for arithmancy is Sleepwalking by Meg Wolitzer, and this will probably be the first book that I pick up, hopefully. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, this is just the day before, so I just wanted to give you a here's my plan type of thing, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Welcome to day one of the Owls readathon, y'all. It is 11 o'clock, and I had class this morning, and then last night, actually, I ended up reading just a few pages of Sleepwalking. I got to page 12. But I just wanted to read the first chapter, see how I felt about it, and all that. But I do plan on reading more of that today, and then maybe Moonstruck Volume 1 or one of my poetry collections. I will let y'all know. But I'm really excited, and I think it's gonna be a good month of reading. Good morning, guys. Today is Thursday, and it's the second day of Owls. I read 30 pages of Sleepwalking last night before I fell asleep, and I do plan on reading more today, but I do have some work to do first. I have a meeting with one of my professors in about 10 minutes, and so I've been preparing for that since this morning, and then later I have to do some work, and then I will probably start reading later in the afternoon or after dinner. It is Friday, and it's 11 o'clock. I just had my class, my biology class on Zoom, and it was pretty chill. So now I'm kind of doing a try chapter. I don't think I'm gonna actually finish it because I was in the mood for something that wasn't fantasy, because I was reading Sleepwalking, and it's good and I'm definitely gonna read it, but I just think it's not something I can read really fast, and that's typically how it goes with Meg Wolitzer books. I just can't read them fast. It's just something I gotta take in slow, which is fine. So last night I started listening to the audiobook for Howl's Moving Castle, and it was good, but I'm just not in the mood for fantasy right now, and I definitely plan on continuing to listen to that, and then I'm gonna watch a Studio Ghibli movie. But I wanted to read something that was more romance. I have a few Colleen Hoover books that I thought I hadn't read. So those were All Your Perfects and Without Merit. And I started reading the first chapter of All Your Perfects, and then I was I think I've read this before, but I didn't remember, which was weird because I usually remember. And I have read it before, and I gave it 4 stars, so I put that down, and then I just finished the first chapter of this, and I really liked it, and I kind of think I'm going to continue with that, but I also think I might read the first chapter of Maybe Someday, just because this is my favorite Colleen Hoover, and this was the first one I ever read, but I haven't reread it since, and when I did read it, I didn't know about the whole music component, so I do want to try to reread that. But I'm also thinking that I might start this. There's Modern Lovers by Emma Straub. I got this from like the thrift store, and I've never really heard anybody talk about it, but I've heard like I've seen some good reviews, so I might like pick that up. But I don't know, because like now I'm kind of like invested in this, so I might just read this, and then if I'm still in the mood, maybe I'll pick up, like if I'm still in the mood after I finish that, maybe I'll pick up one of these, just because I know I read Colleen Hoover books like really fast, and I'm just like in the mood to like finish a whole book, so I think I'm gonna do that. So I'm probably gonna continue with this just because I'm like the first chapter ended and I'm very intrigued as to what's gonna happen now, so that's the plan. Hello, I know it's been a few days since I updated you. It is now Sunday. It's like almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I just wanted to give you an update that I'm like halfway through Without Merit. I'm not loving it. Like right now it's probably like a 2 or 3 stars. Like it's fine. I just feel like nothing's happened and it's like kind of boring. But hopefully I can finish it like by tonight. I know I didn't really do a lot of reading this week, but hopefully maybe I will do some more reading today. Like I really want to finish that book today, and I also want to read like maybe a graphic novel or one of the poetry collections or something, just because I feel like I didn't really read much and all I've been doing is watching Glee for the last like 15 hours. I started rewatching it yesterday. I watched the first 12 episodes and now I'm on, you know, episode 15, so I just haven't been reading because I've been watching Glee, which like is fine, but it is owls and I want to do well, so hopefully I'll finish this and I'll let you know later. So I just finished Without Merit and I didn't like it. It was like 2 stars. I liked kind of like what they said about depression like at the end, but just the whole thing was just not really good, and I feel like nothing really happened and it was just really dramatic, and like I just really didn't like it. So 2 stars, but at least I finished it, and I think I'm gonna count that one towards my arithmancy goal, because the arithmancy challenge was to read something outside of the genre that you normally read, and this was like a young adult contemporary, which I like almost never read, so I'm gonna switch it for that, and then I'm gonna switch Sleepwalking to Muggle Studies. I think I still want to read Sleepwalking, it's just something that's not gonna be quick for me to read, so I think I'm just gonna slowly read it throughout the month. But yeah, now I don't know what I'm gonna do now. I might read Sleepwalking, or I might read a poetry collection. But yeah, I don't really know. I'll update you in a little while. Hello everybody, it is Monday. I think it's like 3:30, maybe, I don't even know. But last night I read a little bit of Bored and Brilliant. I don't even know if I like showed that. It's like this. It's a nonfiction book talking about like how being bored like inspires creativity and stuff. It's really short. It's like 150 pages. So I've been reading that, and then I also just started The Heart of Betrayal, which is for my, what is it for? I don't know, it's for one of the challenges. I'm very unprepared for this clip. But yeah, I started reading that. I'm on page like 25, and I'll probably continue reading it later. So that's my update. Excuse the fact that I look like a literal disaster, but it is Tuesday, and I'm going to wrap up my Owls Week 1 vlog. Just giving you like a little overview. I did kind of change my TBR a little bit, but not too much. So this week I finished my arithmancy owl. I read Without Merit and I gave it 2 stars. I have also started reading Howl's Moving Castle, which is my History of Magic book. I've been listening to the audiobook. I'm like 20% of the way through, but I'm not very far, but I'm going to continue reading that like throughout the week, or you know, throughout the month. And then I've also started my Ancient Runes Owl, which is The Heart of Betrayal. I'm only like 30 pages into that. And I started my Divination Owl, and for that I'm reading Bored and Brilliant. and I'm like 60 pages into that. So I do plan on continuing it with all of these books, you know, throughout the rest of the month. But that's just kind of where I'm at right now. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling on track. I was a little nervous that I wasn't actually going to get anything done just because with school and everything, it's like all crazy, and especially because April is like my last month of school and when finals are, so I'm like, I'm not going to be too hard on myself if I don't finish and get things done, but I feel good right now, and I'm definitely going to continue, you know, making progress throughout the month. But thanks for watching, and come back next week for week 2.